Hey guys, it's Greta here, ladies relationship coach, and I thought it's time for me to start practicing my YouTube lives and start doing more of them, same as I do my Instagram lives, because I'm super confident in my Instagram lives, but YouTube not so much, so practice makes it perfect, right? Okay, so a topic for today is, are you being needy by asking him to make you happy? Okay, so I talked with this guy a while ago, and he said to me, Greta, this is the message I got from my girlfriend, and this is what she said. He said, like, she's basically complaining to me that I'm not making her happy. And he looks at me and goes like, Greta, well, that's not my problem. He's like, I'm happy. And I looked at him and I was like, actually, you're right. Because you are in charge of your own happiness. If you are unhappy, you need to go out there and make yourself happy. You cannot put your own happiness into someone else's pocket. You are in charge of your own happiness. You make you happy. So he had like a total point. And people need to give you things, or a guy needs to give you things freely. So it's up to him. Does he want to give you and make you happy? You cannot ask him to make you happy. He needs to do it himself. Okay? But in order to be happy in a relationship, you need to make you happy. You do not depend on a guy to make you happy. Because if you will put your happiness on someone else, what's going to happen if he decides to make you sad instead? Okay? So don't put your happiness into someone else's pocket. There was another topic. Okay, so I was on Google. Oh, actually, okay, I had a podcast recently, and I was questioned a lot, kind of pushed against the wall a little bit by saying like, Greta, you talk about games, you coach the games, and so on. I don't really coach the games. I coach girls how to love themselves, value themselves, respect themselves, and don't let people walk all over them. Okay, so I also coach about the power of seduction, because love is the power of seduction. You need to know some power of seduction to experience like quality love. You need to know how to be attractive to a man, how to keep him interested in you, so I'm just sharing these tips. And the other thing that I wanted to say, a while ago, when I was writing my ebook a while ago, I basically was looking for things on Google, and the craziest thing was when I typed in on Google how to make him obsess over you, what came up was, hi Elaine, what came up was how to make a girl obsess over you. And that answer was in such a detail. So it was like the answer, what I found, it was for guys, and it was how to get a girl obsessed over a guy. And the answer was on Wiki. So actually, you just type this in and the information is so out there. Every guy who uses internet will know this. Okay, like they reading this stuff. Like the only people who don't know about the games nowadays are people who don't have internet. I mean, the information is so out there. And the answer to that was a game, obviously. And the answer to that was, it was saying like to a guy, pursue a girl, pursue a girl, pursue a girl, make her go out of your way to please her, make her feel really, really, really special, and then pull away, stop giving her attention, and start giving attention to her friends instead. Okay, so this is what's gonna make a girl go crazy over you. So this information, these games are everywhere. Okay, so like nowadays, if you want a guy to be interested in you, you need to know your stuff. Knowledge is power. You can't be dumb. If you're gonna be dumb, he's gonna be walking all over you any way he wants to walk all over you. You know, knowledge is power. Okay, I saw some girls, oopsie, writing me some questions. So I'm just gonna see what's going on. Oh, this is how. Okay, so Elaine here says, you are right, Greta. I believe, oopsie, how does it go? Okay, so I need to hold this. This is my first time using YouTube Live and answering questions. Ladies, if you have any questions for me, I have a couple of minutes. Write down your questions and I will answer it to you on a spot. Okay, let's see. Elaine here says, you are right, Greta. I believe a guy can add to your happiness, but it has to come freely from him. P.S. I deleted the guy who's wasted a year of my time. Need to try and move on. He's just bringing me down. Well done, Elaine. I'm really happy you got rid of him. I'm really happy because you've just been waiting around and wasting your time. And yes, the guy needs to be, as I say, the guy needs to be a cherry on top of your already delicious cake. So you're not, you know, like, this is your cake. Your life is a cake, right? You build yourself amazing, incredible cake. It's the most delicious. You want, you know what you need. You build it all for you, right? Now, what happens nowadays when a girl meets a guy, she wants to please him so much that she gives her whole cake to him. And the guy goes like, oh, when I met you, you were different. You had that cake. You had your life. Now, after a couple of months, you have changed. You're not the same girl anymore. I like the previous girl. You have changed, therefore I'm dumping you. And the only thing what has changed, she actually gave her life away. She gave it to him. She's not herself anymore. She doesn't have a life. You know, so in the beginning, he was pursuing her and she had a life, she had friends, she had hobbies, ambitions. When she started liking him, she started canceling on the friends, on the hobbies, on the ambitions. She made the guy into her whole cake, into her whole life. And he's not attracted to that. He wants a girl who's a challenge, who's high value, who's not gonna give her whole life for him. Okay, he will actually appreciate a girl who sees him as that delicious cherry on top of her cake, who complements, you know, who is there to complement the life, not like be her whole life. He'll feel smothered. You'll be needy. What are you gonna do when he takes all the life away from you, all that cake? When he disappears, you're gonna have nothing, you know. And just don't do it. Okay, let's see what Elaine is here saying. Oh, not Elaine, other girls. Perfect, loving questions here. Let's see here. Greta, ma'am, this is Jasmine, love from India. How to attract love without chasing. Okay, so I have a really cool quote, a really cool saying, which I love, and it's used by Michelle Obama. If I was interested who is cool and who is not cool, which guy likes me and which guy doesn't, I would not be married to a president right now. Okay, girls? So your goal in life is to concentrate on how to make you happy, concentrate on your goals and ambitions, and just go for it. And a guy who likes you, he will approach you, and you just being yourself and still putting yourself first is the hottest thing ever. Okay, this is how you attract your man, by putting yourself first and by going for your goals and ambitions. Guys, I see quite a few watching. If you're liking this video, please press like so I know that you're liking it, okay? And let me continue with the questions. If you want to see your boyfriend, does he have to be the one to ask you? Yes. Wait, what does it say here? By the way, you are great. Your videos have made me more emotionally stable. I'm so happy to help. Okay, so it's better if he asks you, because the more he's going for you, like him asking you, it's pursuing you. Okay, like it's definitely better if he asks you. It needs to come from him. Okay, you will have, the date will be much more amazing if he asks you in advance and you don't do it at the last minute. Like for example, he sends you a message, it's in advance, 3-4 days in advance. Then you go on a date because he asked you, he will be more charming towards you. You as a woman will enjoy the date much more because the guy has asked you. Okay, if you would ask him on a date, it's like you are pursuing him. So then if you ask him on a date, then you kind of need to give him the time as well for the date, the time and date and what you're gonna do. You know, it's not as nice. It's always so much nicer when the guy asks you out, because he actually gives you power. And then it's up to you to decide when you can go. Make sure that it's not last minute. You know, it just gives you so much more power. And you're a woman after all. It makes you feel much more feminine. Like you're not pursuing him. You feel great. You know. So yeah, definitely stay with it. But girls, as I'm saying, like some of you, I saw the comments where you're saying like, Greta, he's asking me to text him because I never text. Girls, you can still give. You can still text first. Just make sure that he does it more. Okay? That's the key. So there is still balance. But because he's a man, he needs to give it more. You're a lady. Ladies go first. Okay? So what with this is equality? We are still not the same. I am still a woman. He is still a man, right? Ladies go first. Kids and girls go first. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting the hang of it. Good. Let's see here. By the way, okay, yes, thank you. I'm so great. Elaine, the next guy I met, I'm not accepting breadcrumbs. I want the whole pie. He's the pie, but I'm the cake. Yes, Khan. Yes, Khan. But also, real cake is better than a man. Also, girls, when you're meeting a new guy, don't have expectations. Okay, just go with it. You know, like for a man to give you more, he needs to fall for you. The more he falls for you, the more he will start to give. So just take it step by step. Even the first date as a coffee is okay. You're just investing a little bit time in each other just to see will you get along. The second, if he likes you, the second date is going to be better, and then it's going to be better, and then it's going to be better. The other thing what I want to say is people sometimes think that the first 3 months or the first 2 months is like rosy glasses, and after that the relationships usually fall apart, they become boring and so on. Not if you're high value. If you girls are being high value, the relationship constantly is growing. It's not like it's 3 first months are great and then it's falling apart or it becomes boring. No, it's constantly growing because the love for each other increases. Let's see more questions. Greta, I'm a teacher. It's so hard. My career surrounded by women. How do you suggest finding man? Just put yourself out there, hon. Put yourself out there. Dating sites are good. Put yourself out there in go out. You know, girls, about the dating sites, I think dating sites, I'm a big fan of dating sites, but I used to be a bigger fan of them. And I used to be a bigger fan of them because it was more genuine. If you set something off, it does not mean that, you know, you're gonna delete the person. It just was more genuine. It was more real. Whereas now, everybody's online. Everyone's on dating site. And we just have this false opinion that, you know, there's so many people out there, and that you can just, you know, delete if you don't like something. It's just like it's the time to meet people in real life. Okay, back then, like a while ago, 6 years ago, being on a dating site was cool because you could actually even bond with somebody if it's long distance, let's say, or it was just more real. You know, it was more genuine, more real. Whereas now it's like, it's just very fake. It's too quick, it's fake. People don't even give a chance to each other to get to know each other because we think that there is a million of other matches out there too. So now the best place to meet people is actually offline. Let's see more. Hi Zoe, hi lovely. Okay, you're welcome, girls. Any more questions? If there is no more questions, I'm gonna go because I just thought I'll be brave and do a YouTube live because I need to practice it and get better on this. Girls, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go and check out my Instagram. I do Instagram lives there too. And yeah, I do Instagram lives there too. And I answer questions. If you have questions, you know, I can answer to you totally free during the live. The other thing, girls, check out my video, what to text to the guy, because as I said before, texting can make a relationship or break it. It's really, really important. Most of breakups happen because of the texting. So check out that. It's a paid video, but it's my best paid video. It's 26 minutes long and I give all the information about texting I can. There is, you know, so it's really worth the investment. Let's see what else it says here, and then I am gonna go. I agree, so many married men oh, I actually have another topic quickly to share. I love your content. Great job today. It's so early here. I know, everybody. I was just like, I have to leave the house in like 15 minutes, so I just thought I'll pop in. It's good for me to practice during live so I get a bit more confident. Married man. Girls, I've been getting quite a few of you going like, Greta, I like this guy, I'm chasing after him, he's not paying any attention to me. Oh, and by the way, he's married. Girls, seriously, where is your value? Where is your self-worth? Where is respect for yourself? Why are you sharing man? Why are you going for a man who's married? Why are you going for a man who has a girlfriend? Girls, seriously, you know, it's disgusting. It's purely disgusting. And it's not that you are disgusting, it's because the key is like, you basically have zero self-worth and self-value for yourself. And you think that you're not good enough to have a guy who will love you and cherish you, and you don't believe that you're gonna find this guy, and you end up going for guys that are taken. These guys know that you have no self-value and self-worth, so they know that they can use you and take you for granted because you don't love yourself. Because if you had any respect towards yourself or loved yourself, you would not be on a plate for him when he's got wife and kids and everything else, like eating the breadcrumbs, as Elaine said. You know, girls, just stop it. For self-respect, self-love, self-value, I know I don't talk about it much, but really, like, girls, check it out, like, look it up. It's all about being happy in life. It's all about doing the right thing, loving yourself, respecting yourself, valuing yourself. If you're negative, gratitude is everything. Okay, gratitude. Like, this is what helps me. When my sister passed away, when my sister was dying, I was in a bad place. I was not putting it on anyone else. And I was like, I'm grateful for the roof. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I was born. You're very lucky to be alive. You're very lucky that you have a life. You know, I'm grateful that I have food to eat. You know, practicing gratitude, it keeps you positive. But if you're dwelling, if you're complaining, if you're looking at the negatives rather than positives, you start getting depressed. So like gratitude is being grateful for what you have, even if you don't have much, it's still being grateful for what you have and concentrating on what you have. This is how positive people live. Negative people concentrate on what they don't have. So we constantly jealous, we always picking on others, we talk behind people's back, and we concentrate on what we don't have. And then we're like, I'm not good enough, I don't have this, I don't have that. And then we get depressed. So do the opposite. I'm grateful for, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I have food, I have opportunities, I can get anything in this world, which you can. I don't know how to go. How do I go? How do I go? Am I supposed to stay here now? Wait, girls, I don't know how to end this live. We see, girls, any comments on how to end this live? Because I don't know. This is so weird. Stay with us, yeah. You can ask more questions until I end it, until I figure, oh, I think it's here. No, it's not here. I don't know how to end this. Okay, it might disappear for good, but are you sure you want to stop streaming? It's not about stop streaming. I think it's about ending it, right? Oh my God. This, no. This, no. Okay, stop streaming. Let's try that. Someone help! I'm gonna be staying here forever. Okay, let's try this. Okay, bye, my ladies.